Hello, and welcome to the library beneath the hidden staircase. The beauty of this library is no matter what librarian you have, the stories these old, tattered books contain are always worth the read. I am Kristen Seavey. Now don't be too scared down here. Just stay close to my flashlight and all will be well. Let's get into today's story. The oasis of the Hawaiian Islands. They are filled with rich culture, beautiful blue waters, and some of the most fertile volcanic soil that brings life to lush green foliage and unique species of animals. They are heaven on earth. We often imagine hula dancers, beaches, and endless drinks with little umbrellas when we think of Hawaii. It's a place where people escape everyday life and live out an adventure of a lifetime. A place where they can let their guard down and relax. What could possibly go wrong in a paradise such as this? Today's story will tell us about a young woman named Valerie Ann Warshay, who traveled to Hawaii in 1978 for a hiking and camping trip. Sadly, she ended up in a 40-year-old cold case involving her murder. Valerie grew up in New York, but moved to El Granada, California in her early 20s. She had just earned her master's degree in exercise physiology from Columbia and yearned for adventure. She was very social and outgoing and quickly made friends wherever she went. She was constantly on the move and spent her days avidly hiking, being out in nature, and even getting a job as a park ranger near her home. Her smile instilled in others a sense of ease and good-heartedness, even quickly catching her boyfriend's eye. The two of them would spend too short a time together hiking the entire coast of Santa Cruz and endless miles through the mountains. Valerie loved hiking so much that she decided to take an extended spring break for a hiking excursion in Hawaii. She wanted to see the islands on foot and spend her days soaking up the sunshine and playing her flute. Unfortunately, due to a schedule conflict or financial reasons, Valerie would have to go alone. Her friends and boyfriend couldn't make the trip, but she wouldn't let that stop her. She was fearless and confident in her physical and mental ability to handle anything she faced. She planned her trip and the places she wanted to explore, booked her flight, and arrived in Hawaii at the end of March of 1978. Valerie decided to begin on the Big Island in Kalapana, a beautiful nature preserve with black sand beaches, a volcano, and over 30 miles of isolated terrain to explore. She would spend the day hiking and, at night, return to her campsite at Harry K. Brown Park. Being a park ranger, she always made sure to have any permits she needed, made friends quickly with other campers, and ensured her campsite was safe and clean. One evening, her last one unbeknownst to her, Valerie attended a jam session for music lovers and even brought her flute to join in on the fun. She spent the night under the stars, feeling music flow through her and laughing at her remarkable life. When things began to wind down, Valerie started the short hike back to her campsite and turned in for the night. Shortly after she arrived, two men, possibly at the jam session with her, approached her tent and asked her if she'd like to stay out and party with them. Valerie was no fool and turned them down, opting to save her energy for her next hike early the following day. If you're like me, you probably rely on your friend group for just about everything, including texting your group chat for your friends' opinions on health problems. But it's highly unlikely you're going to find quality medical advice in your group chat, but you can find it from a doctor on ZocDoc. Thousands of medical professionals on ZocDoc are there to help you. They listen like a friend and give you the expert care you need. ZocDoc is the only free app that lets you find and book doctors who are patient-reviewed, take your insurance, are available when you need them, and treat almost every condition under the sun. Surprise twists might work for podcasts, but maybe not for medical care. With ZocDoc, there are no alarms and no surprises. Choose from thousands of patient-reviewed doctors and specialists, browse doctor profiles, upload and verify your insurance information, and get the care you need. Go to ZocDoc.com/hidden staircase and download the ZocDoc app for free, and then book and find a top-rated doctor today. Many are available within 24 hours. That's ZocDoc.com/hidden staircase. ZocDoc.com/hidden staircase. The next day, on April 23rd, a family was at the park for a picnic. It was quickly interrupted when one of them found Valerie's nude body hidden in some bushes. They hastily ran to find authorities, and the park was cleared out. Her death was instantly determined to be a homicide once they learned that she had been killed by severe blows to the head, and her body was beaten. It didn't appear to be a robbery since all her belongings were still nearby. However, investigators were stumped as to why someone would want to kill her. The case went the first 2 years until 1980, when police believed they found a possible suspect. His name was Stephen Ray Simpson, and he was suspected due to his conviction of strangling another woman in 1978. Stephen lived on the Big Island of Hawaii, in Fern Forest at the time of both murders. He was already serving a life sentence for the strangling, but he was never brought to trial, and no evidence was ever found to tie him to Valerie's murder. Instead, he denied any involvement and pleaded not guilty. Stephen was indicted again in 2022 for the murder of Valerie. He is still in prison, and again, nothing further has come from it. Valerie was given a final farewell by her parents and sister in Brooklyn, New York on April 30th, 1978. Her adventure was over, and the world was given yet another cautionary tale. Even the most capable of us may fall prey to a larger predator when we go into the shadows alone.